My shoulder. I knew I should have warmed up properly. David, what are you doing? You injured your shoulder last year, don't you remember? It's important that you stay on top of old injuries so they don't come back and bite you in the ass. Check out this pain-free bodybuilding shoulder warm-up. I'm super excited to show you guys this video, how to manage old injuries and stay pain-free in the gym. Check it out. So one of the most important things about training pain-free long-term is understanding your injury. Say you've been injured, you're coming back from the gym. Me, for example, I hurt my AC joint last year. It was a pretty bad injury. It took about 9 months to fully rehab because anytime there's an injury, there's gonna be other muscles and other areas that help to compensate. So you have to really work on preventing that compensation from taking over, as well as understanding the initial injury. So for me, the most pain was elevation and overhead movements in the arm coming across the back. So I know I have a heavy bench press. I like to train my chest. For a while, I was very limited in terms of options for what I could do to stay pressing. And right now I'm back up to 75, 80s on the flat chest. Nice and easy. There's no issues. I'm actually feeling stronger on my right side than the left. I'm starting to balance it out, but this comes from the understanding, figure out what muscles of my shoulder blade and the scapula stabilizers do I really need to work on to give me that shoulder stability on both sides. And another thing that's super important is really just understanding the function. So for example, you got to fully understand how the shoulder is moving if you want to get the most out of it, as well as understanding maybe there are some limitations after the injury, and that's okay. For example, I don't do aggressive dips and muscle ups like I used to do on a weekly basis. Now, if I wanted to go and do those things, there's a ton of mobility work and prep I could do for my shoulder. I'm sure I could go ahead and do some dips, but it's really just understanding where that limitation might be or where you should be a little bit hesitant so you can take an informed, empowered approach. See, I'm gonna do dips. I want to make sure I don't get hurt. I don't want to snap my shit up. The first step is the understanding, and that will set you free. If you're not sure what's going on, you've been injured before, you have a few, areas such as your knees, your shoulders that never really feel 100% while you're lifting in the gym, comment below. Let me know what's going on. We'd love to help you out. And as always, feel free to join us in the pain-free bodybuilding program if you really want to make some gains. I'll see you in the inside. I want to give you guys a quick preview of what my upper body warm-up looks like to make sure my shoulders are pain-free during my workouts. As you can see here, always starting with the band shoulder stretch, a staple and essential mobility exercise to open up the shoulders and the chest before an upper body session. Then I always move on into my crossover pull-aparts. None of those horizontal pull-aparts, those won't do anything for you. We got to do the crossover pull-aparts to get the upper and lower fibers of those traps firing to make sure we're pain-free and stable with the shoulders overhead. I always do next my weighted shoulder cars, absolutely essential exercise if you want bulletproof rotator cuff strength. These aren't easy, so don't sleep on them and don't go too heavy. And then I always finish off with some banded external rotation work, making sure my rotator cuff is firing and I'm not cheating using any neck muscles. Again, it's not about just getting back into external rotation, but as you can see here, my shoulder blade and scapula are moving properly to really get that arm back into external rotation, and I'm not cheating with thoracic extension. So give these a try. If you want more in-depth tutorials, all of these are part of the pain-free bodybuilding program. And if you want to learn more about how to warm up your wrist, check out this video here. Super stoked, I just got my delivery from Edge Lifestyles, ordered the brand new V2 Tech backpack. Let's check out this bad boy. Super exciting, we're opening this up. It took a long time to deliver to Canada, some international shipping. It's been out of stock for so long. So let's see what the hype is, guys. Really awesome packaging here. I love that it's super well protected. Can't wait to open this up. Wow, I haven't even opened it. I'm so stoked. Look at that backpack. Let's rip this open, guys. Can't even tell you how excited I am. The grand reveal, the V2 Tech backpack. I chose the gray color. Really awesome design. It's designed to have a pocket for your gym stuff separately, so you can make sure that you really keep that separate. So see here, there's a complete separate pocket for your gym stuff. You can throw your gym shoes in here, sunglasses, phone holder. I'm gonna use this to help store my camera which I'm super excited about. Edge Lifestyles, always pushing you closer.
Gains, bro.
Muscle imbalances, what are they and what can you do after an injury to prevent them? I know a lot of times when we're injured, we really want to focus on getting those rehab sets and exercises in to make sure we can come back as fast as possible and as strong as possible. But the mistake people make is they get stuck on the injured side so much. It's all they think about when you really need to dial it back and focus on both sides. So whether you're doing 4 rehab sets on, say, my right injured shoulder, I still should be doing at least 1 or 2 on the other side just to help maintain that muscle contraction and feeling the body aligned. A lot of time the body works better and you'll actually get better results when you're doing your unilateral exercises on both sides, because that's just how the body works. So if you've been injured before and there's an area that you kind of have to work on the weekly basis to keep at bay, I encourage you, spend the extra 5 minutes, train both sides. This will help not only with your strength and preventing muscle imbalances, but it'll help your physique become more well-rounded. You will have likely less muscle definition that seems imbalanced, as well as muscle thickness. So give these tips a try. What up, guys? We just finished the video shoot. Just realized we did not eat all day. We're about to get some food in, ordered a big protein meal you're about to see in a second. Let's get these gains. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. We're gonna do some meal prep because I can't help but state the importance of proper nutrition, especially when you're on the go and when you're tired today. I had to fast a little bit inadvertently because I was so busy getting this video done and working, getting prepared for the week of clients, that I went out for dinner, but I keep that as a once, twice max week kind of thing at most. Really want to make sure I'm getting my own cooked foods, quality raised meat here. I got some northern raised meats, get my meat delivered from northern raised meats, absolute amazing quality. I'm gonna show you what I'm meal prepping for lunch tomorrow. Fresh veggies, some steak. We're gonna make a nice organic steak salad. You know what it is, you gotta keep it lean. And again, we got the cheese for breakfast, and I got a little bit of burgers for meal prep this week, so something nice and easy. And while having said that, I think one of the biggest things that separates you from having an average physique to an amazing ripped athletic physique is the mindfulness it requires. You could easily go out for dinner and be like, yeah, I'm hungry, I'm gonna get that appetizer, I'm gonna get that dessert. But when you really become more mindful and think about not your current decision, but the next decision you're going to make, it's really gonna help dial in those results a lot faster. So when I was out for dinner earlier, they had some cake. I let them have that. I'm thinking about just keeping my macros in check for the next few weeks, for the next habit, the next decision, so I can go back and reflect and my past self will thank me. And it's all about that sustained discipline, guys. So come check this cooking out. Boom. It's as simple as that, guys. A nice grade A organic grass-fed steak. Got some veggies here. Got a salad, some cucumbers. Easy meal prep. Pick something that's gonna make you feel good and fuel you all day long. Look at that, nice. I cooked it a little bit more than usual because it's gonna be lunch the next day. So I wanna make sure it's cooked right. A little nice pink sear, not too bright. Let that cook a little bit longer. I find the medium rare tastes better right out of the stove top, but I prefer medium well if I'm gonna have it the next day with the steak, just so I can still have a nice fresh taste, perfect sear. Gains, bro, and just like that, steak salad for lunch tomorrow. We gotta keep it lean, gotta keep it healthy. And as always, it's not hard to get that athletic physique. You gotta follow the 3 pillars: pain-free bodybuilding, nutrition, and lifestyle design. That's all it takes. You have to optimize all 3 of these pillars if you want to make sure you're not beating up your body in the gym and you're actually training hard for a body that looks good and moves well. So what do we learn here about warming up properly and preventing muscle imbalances? Yeah, man, you're totally right. I really shouldn't neglect my old injuries. I'm really going to go back and make sure I'm warming up properly and I prevent muscle imbalances. It's really cool that I have to be aware of my injuries long term if I want to stay training pain-free. Thanks so much, the Athletic Physio. I can't wait to start your pain-free bodybuilding program. Exactly, I can't overstate the importance of not neglecting old injuries. It's super important if you want to stay training pain-free for the long term. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to comment below gains or head to painfreebodybuilding.com to learn more about the pain-free bodybuilding program. I'll see you on the inside.